Which Grey's Anatomy actor insists on a safe word at home? How did Grey's help Jake Borelli's love life in real life? And why is Greg Germann's wife so good at helping him prepare for his role? Hi, I'm Janet, and you're watching OSSA. Get ready for some romance from the Grey's Anatomy B-team. Chris Carmack as Atticus Lincoln. Link may be a popular heartthrob at Grey Sloane Memorial, but the actor behind the role is a one-woman man. Chris met his wife, Erin Slaver, while working on the 2013 TV series Nashville, and the two have been inseparable since then. The couple were friends for a year before they started dating. In 2016, he popped the question, and he included music in the moment. In fact, music has played a really big part in the couple's life. Keep watching to learn why. In an interview with People, Chris recalled, "I proposed on a rooftop at a hotel in New York. I hired a little gypsy jazz quartet to play some of our favorite songs. I even fooled her into dressing up so we could take nice pictures. And a few months later, they welcomed their daughter into the world." The couple officially said their I do's in 2018. Erin admitted, "Chris and I are overjoyed to now be husband and wife. The wedding, although a blur, couldn't have been a more perfect beginning to the adventure that lies ahead for our family." Since tying the knot, the couple has stepped things up and started a band called Life on Eris, which we're thinking is a play on their names, Erin and Chris. Erin explains that she and her hubby just wanted to give people something that was a real look into marriage, a relationship, something they can relate to. And her husband agrees, adding, "We are just a husband and wife duo, and we bring all of the drama into our songwriting. We're just hoping he saves some of that drama for Grey's too." Kim Raver as Teddy Altman. Teddy's relationships with Owen and Tom may be complicated and messy as heck, but fans were shocked to discover that her true love was actually a woman called Allison. When asked about Teddy's newest reveal, actress Kim Raver explained that for Teddy, love is love. It's very complicated. It's very scary. I think what's interesting about it is it's helping us understand the complexity of love. While the actress admits that the news about Allison has given fans a chance to know more about Teddy, it's vastly different to the actress's own love story. Kim first met her husband, French film director Manu Boyer, in the late 1990s, in a pool in New York. And if you think that sounds like a strange way to meet, you're not alone. However, when asked for more details, Kim told Women's Health magazine, "That first meeting is kind of sacred, so I think I want to keep it to myself." Man, is this actress super secretive about her personal life or what? What we do know is that Kim and her beau married in 2000 and welcomed their first son in 2002, followed by a second son in 2007. So she has some great inspiration to play Teddy as a new mom. Jason Winston George as Ben Moore. Jason has spent nearly a decade being Miranda Bailey's beau, and the actors have such great chemistry that it's tough to imagine him with anyone else. But off-screen, Jason has been married to award-winning poet Vandana Khanna for over 20 years. The two met at college where they shared the same dorm building. One day, after an ape impersonation, he left his room and caught sight of Vandana in the hallway. Refusing to break character, he admitted, "I looked down the hall and I see her, and I just picked her up and threw her over my shoulder." And so, after literally sweeping the girl off her feet, they started dating. In 1999, they were married, and a little while later, welcomed a set of twins to the world. So what is this couple's secret to success? Honesty and a safe word. In an interview with Closer, the actor admitted that he and his wife have a safe word to end any argument. Jason explained, "When I yell, 'cauliflower,' we stop arguing. We walk away. Neutral corners." And with the longevity of this marriage, that seems to be pretty sound advice. Jaicy Elliott as Taryn Helm. Before featuring in Grey's Anatomy, Jaicy was just a fan like the rest of us. The actress grew up in France, and though she didn't initially plan to be an actress, when she discovered theater as a high schooler, she was hooked. Thinking back to that time, she explains, "When I graduated high school, some people convinced me to try out for a theater school. Once I got accepted, my path was pretty clear from then on. I knew what I wanted to do." Just as Helm has a hardcore crush on Meredith, the actress is a major Ellen Pompeo fangirl. Chatting to Entertainment Weekly, Jaicy admitted, "We don't know if she's in love with Grey, but also, does it matter? It could be true, and it could also not be true. Whether she's gay is not necessarily the point. I think it's just about who Meredith is." The actress is pretty open about the fact that she and her character have a lot in common. But does this extend to her off-screen relationships? We have no idea what Jaicy Elliott looks for in a relationship, as this lady is super private about her personal life. And though it seems that she's single, we're hoping that when she's ready, she'll meet someone who looks at her the way Helm looks at Grey, with love. Richard Flood as Cormac Hayes. He may be Grey's Anatomy's newest love interest for Meredith, but off-screen, McWidow is happily married. Before landing the role of Cormac, Richard dabbled in various projects, including a 2012 crime series called Crossing Lines, alongside Italian actress Gabriella Passion. Though the two played colleagues on screen, behind the scenes, they were all about the romance. Gabriella recalls, "We fell in love on the set of Crossing Lines, and we went together to Los Angeles. Then, on the set of the second season of Crossing Lines, I was pregnant and gave birth in Ireland. Soon after, in 2016, they married. Because his family lives in Italy, Richard has to travel between Europe and America to work on Grey's. He admitted that, "I'm trying to find a way to manage it." With Grey's, hopefully they can come out here for an extended period next year. Whenever I get a gap in my schedule, 5 or 6 days, I'm back over to Italy. I mean, it's a bit of a trip, but it's so worth it. So all that remains now is to see what happens between Meredith and McWidow. Will he be the one to win her heart where others failed? Time will tell. Jake Burrelli as Levi Schmidt. If ever there was a case for art imitating life, Jake Borelli is the perfect example. The actor used his character's sexuality as a chance to embrace the representation of homosexuality in the media. After the episode in which Levi gets hot and heavy with Nico was aired, Jake took to social media to publicly acknowledge his sexuality, explaining that the episode was exactly the kind of story I craved as a young gay kid growing up in Ohio. Though the actor admits that he didn't start dating until he was 20, calling himself a late bloomer, he seems to be taking his time finding Mr. Right. And while it doesn't seem that Jake is currently in a relationship, and he even jokingly admitted that any rumors to the contrary were not true, we're hoping that he'll get his happy ending when the time is right. Until then, he's focusing on his career and on being his best self. He explained, "I don't know what tomorrow's gonna look like. Right now, I'm just focused on being honest and authentic." Way to go, Jake! Debbie Allen as Catherine Avery. She may have found love with Richard Webber, but before that, Catherine Avery was no stranger to heartbreak, and this is a testament to Debbie Allen's amazing acting talent, because off the camera, she's been happily married for nearly 4 decades. In 1984, Debbie married an NBA player by the name of Norm Nixon, and 36 years and 2 children later, they're still going strong. But despite the longevity of her marriage to Norm, if things had worked out differently, she may have never met the love of her life. Before meeting Norm, Debbie was married to Win Wilford for 8 years. They split due to irreconcilable differences. And if they had stayed together, Debbie would have never met Norm, and we would not get to admire the photos from their epic anniversary parties. Here's hoping they have many more decades together. Greg Germann as Thomas Koracick. The neurosurgeon may have suffered the devastation of losing his family, but thankfully, that's not something that Greg has any experience with. In fact, his family might actually help him prepare for his role as the no-nonsense Koracick. He's been married to real-life doctor Martha Chamberlain since 2013, and he admits that she helps him with the medical jargon. Though the couple has no children together, Chamberlain has 3 children from her previous marriage, and Greg has a son from his first marriage. Before he married Chamberlain, Greg was married to actress Christina Murad. After marrying in 1994, he and Murad welcomed their son, Asa, in 1997. But divorced shortly thereafter. And while Greg has done his best to keep his son from the public eye, it seems the acting bug is genetic. Asa has just appeared in his first film, 2 Little Boys, which was released this year, and we can't wait to see if he's as good an actor as his dad is. Stefania Espampinato as Carina DeLuca. This Italian beauty wowed audiences when she debuted on Grey's as Andrew DeLuca's sister, and has become such a firm favorite that she's just been promoted to a Station 19 regular. Stefania began her career as a dancer and traveled the world as a backup dancer for stars like Kylie Minogue and Leona Lewis before flying to LA to try her hand at acting. And while it's obvious that she has a talent for acting too, she's also branching out into directing. So we're expecting big things from this talented lady. And while she's played a bit of a heartbreaker on Grey's, the actress's real love life is totally different. Not only is Stefania incredibly private, but she refuses to discuss her love life, which is why we still don't know if she's seeing someone or playing the field. And although it's unclear if she's dating someone, there is someone with a special place in her heart: her dog. But if you know anything about Stefania's relationship status, let us know in the comments. Alex Landy as Nico Kim. When he's not playing a jacked-up hunk of a doctor, Alex is actually a martial arts expert and model who's hoping to revolutionize the way Asian men are portrayed on screen. And that includes romances. Though the actor is straight in real life, he doesn't think that has any bearing on his ability to portray a homosexual man. In fact, he thinks that an actor should be comfortable doing any role, as long as they give it their all. He elaborated, "I want to do the best job I can in any role, regardless of my own personal sexuality. The best actor wins. It's acting at the end of the day. I just want to do this role proud for the LGBT+ and Asian communities." Although he's vocal about redefining stereotypes of Asian men, he's not as forthcoming about his own love life, which he keeps, well, private. While he doesn't seem to be in a relationship, he's got some adorable company. If you want to learn more about the main cast's love stories, check out our other video. Who's your favorite Grey's Anatomy crush? And what are you hoping is in store for them in the next season? Let us know down below. And stay awesome!